Okay. So, I couldn't figure that out. I guess because this isn't actually a control panel or something like that, which that actually might be what I need to do. Might actually change that around in the bridge. Instead of having those control seats, I'll have the control panels, which then hopefully I'll be able to use the camera. But essentially all I had on there is I have a camera in the front, so you can be on the bridge, take control of the Fat Boy, and then you, instead of kind of blindly flying yourself, because when you take control of the ship, you actually do not know what where you don't physically see it, because you're like, I'll go here and it'll just pop up like so, and then yeah, I'm in control of the ship and it doesn't tell you. So I've got a camera right there at the front, and also another feature is I put a camera right at the back, so say if you're being followed, all you have to do is hit the 4 key and it will immediately show you what's behind you. So I figured that would be handy for a dogfight, so like to see if someone's tailing you, you can quickly check up on them. So yeah, onto the ship. So yeah, I went with just the one-way exit, kind of just walking out like a red carpet here, or I guess that would be a gray carpet. It was simpler, and then it'd be only one bit, and then I wouldn't have to worry about crashing into the stairs that I had on the side with the Fat Boys. So yeah. And then obviously these are the where you spacesuits are stored here, so so people can suit up and then load it into the Fat Boys. Actually, that's not a bad idea if I put like control panels all along here, so that people could control the Fat Boys from here instead. But, okay. Next up. Alright, so I kind of made this like little airlock bit here. That leads to the crew quarters and whatnot. As you can see, I've started on the starboard side again, and I've done my color combination where the port is green and the starboard is red. Yeah, so this is kind of like, I don't know if you've got like generals or like scientists or whatnot, and they're anxiously awaiting the return of their fellow Fat Boyer pilot or whatever, that they can. Where is it? Whoop! Oh, that sucks. I thought I'd be able to see myself, but yeah, they could just sit here and la-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. Okay, T. So yeah. And this is the control. I am at a lack of words. Holy crap. Okay, so this is like the hangar door control area. And I did a slight improvement with my whole cargo loading bed. Obviously you'll see that that's the cargo area. Essentially, I also did find out that if you group things together, you can make the buttons activate the group. So I only needed one button for closing the doors, so I'll hit that, and so now they conveniently both close at the exact same time. I also made this look a lot better because I put the piston right in behind instead of off to the side. Because I was adding in extra armor and whatnot, I didn't have to hide the piston at all. Yeah, so it only needs now one button to open and close the door. But this guy has 2 buttons. What did I have a second button for the piston? I can't remember. So yeah, you hit this guy, activates the piston from the thing, and this guy comes out, very all nice and neat. I also sunk it behind these walls so that the fat boys don't crash into it like the previous version had, where it was just literally this section here was sticking out. So if a fat boy was coming in fast because, I don't know, he was running from aliens or he saw a ghost or something like that, he wouldn't crash into this. So I think it's about 20, it sticks out 10 or 20 centimeters or something like that. So it's tucked away mostly, but it won't crash into this back wall, which I kind of find funny. But yeah, like it won't get close enough that this face here will bond to that side. So yeah, and then the second piston drops that all the way down, and it goes the full length, 10 meters. And let's see if I can show it to you. Come on. It getting caught in the locks. It sticks out just enough so that a ship. Oh, and that was the other thing too. That's an improvement from the previous. Is what I had on here originally. I'd have to literally ham bomb all the items and just like throw them at the guy, and then it would accept them. This is what actually connects to ships. Like, I think when I read the wiki on it, is that if another ship has one of these guys, when it's within 3 meters or essentially 1 block away, it will start a magnetic pull and then finally connect with another ship, and then items can be passed through the piston, into that conveyor, into that piston, and then into the main cargo container, which then feeds like everything. So, alright, so that bit's done. Let's move to the next room. And on that boy. Let's go starboard. Alright, port. So yep, very symmetrical, same shiznat and all that lovely stuff. And to close it, yeah, that's the one thing too. You have to do that piston first. When I first put the buttons in, I sort of got a little confused and hit this guy first, and while it was in there, and that guy smashed right into the blast door there. But yeah. Blast doors close. I actually really like how I did this a lot better. It looks a little bit more professional than what I had before. So yeah. Okay, into the cargo area. I've also the doors for me just wasn't enough to let people know exactly where they were in the ship. So I color coded some of the walls so that you can immediately see, oh, yellow is for the cargo container. So yeah, this is the cargo container room. Doesn't look very different from the previous version, except I tinted the lights a little bit to kind of give off a yellow sheen, give it that more yellow look. So, oh, I forgot to color that guy, but oh well. Everyone knows that's the cargo spot. Nothing much has changed from that. Engine room again, double door entry. And as you can see already, I've tinted the lights in here green, kind of make it more radioactive. And then, yeah, I've put in more these do absolutely nothing. I haven't figured out any use of. I might eventually, once I figure out what engines do what, make it so that like, okay, this turns the top engines, the top starboard engines on, or no, top port engines on, top port engines off, bottom port engines off, bottom port engines on, or something very stupid and useless like that. I put in like cargo containers. This I kind of left these guys open here because it looks a little bit more pretty, because you actually can see all the uranium glowing in that dish and slowly get uranium poisoning or whatever the heck the affliction is. So yeah, the engine room, not much different. I was very happy about the look of it, so I didn't really change it all that much. I just added in the control panels, made a few adjustments. Getting caught on everything. So yeah. Back end on the interior hasn't really changed a whole lot. It just has had minor modifications. The hangar was the only spot that really got a big improvement boost. Yeah, these rooms, they didn't change very much, except for the color coding the wall. Green is for the common area. I kind of gave it a green tint, but a little bit more, I guess, warm, you could say. And I played around with the lights to kind of brighten up the room so it wasn't as dark and dingy. The fridges are back. The fat boys did not get into them this time, and well, they've got a few more doors to go through. Well, first they gotta fit through the door. So yeah, the blue for medical room. As you can see, I didn't even notice that the lights actually shine into that. But yeah, this is the medical room. It's got a little bit of a blue tint to it, a little bit. So it looks exactly the same. I just colored the wall. I got lazy and this was already down, and I didn't bother recoloring those guys. That's all the same. Medical room, common area. Next part is the sleeping quarters. Again, it's very bright in here. These guys look exactly the same as they did before. Hole, you can all fit in here and go to bed and all that lovely stuff. Yeah, so it's kind of boring. Not a whole lot of improvements for these bits. Like I said, the hangar was the most improved. Here's this guy. Yet again, not much improved. Sort of put this guy in here to make it look like, ooh, you've got buttons for the torpedo pods. I did actually change this up a little bit. It doesn't stick out as far because I noticed that the missile pods, they don't have the hatch at the back. They have one at the top as well, which made it very easy for hooking up the piping for refilling all the rockets and whatnot. Yeah. This is the waiting area again. Like I was talking about before, you want to see the captain. I plopped down those chairs I was talking about. So, yep, nothing much has changed. And bam, nice view, big ass pillar in the way. I attempted like how many times? I think 5 times to change this whole glass thing, just so that I could get rid of this pillar so it'd be a nice, better view again. But all those ways look like shit. So I decided, you know what? Better have a big ass pillar in the middle of my way than a shit ass window. So yeah. So as you can see, nice view. If you guys saw the bridge from the last one, it was not much different. This is a little bit different. I actually hooked up this stuff, and right now this is one thing I should have remembered to do, but I forget exactly what these buttons do because I did this guy first, and then I did all the armoring, and the armoring for the outside of the ship took a bloody long time to complete. Um, Actually, can I? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I gotcha. So, oops. Alright, so, the number 2, now that I just looked at that all, I remember everything. The number 2 is meant for the turning on and off the front rockets, because there's 2 rocket pods there, and that's why I picked it on 2. This one is the, Rainbird, starboard. Starboard, turning on the starboard rockets, turning off the port rockets, and this one is for the rotors that didn't quite work out the way I wanted them to. Which is a shame, because it actually was quite convenient, and they actually work fairly smoothly. But yeah, I did that so that, like, say, the captain who sits in this chair, I forgot to mention that in the last video. But yeah, he sits here, and say the pilots are absolutely drunk assholes and their reaction time is slow. He can get up off his seat, walk over here like a badass, and then punch whatever one needed doing. You'll also see why I turn on and off the port, the starboard, and the front rockets. You'll see that very shortly. So, this room, not much different from the before. More button panels to kind of make it look a little bit more busy. Actually, okay. Control, control. Huh. I have no idea why the cameras won't work. Oh well. So yeah, you could see there how I had taken control of the of one of the fat boys. I did get when I did first try this. I did have one fat boy working, but since then, they're not working at all. For whatever reason, it would be convenient because they've changed the name of these from cockpit 1 or something like that to control seat. Is that what it is? Control seat, control station, and then flight seat. So yeah, these are now control stations, but they can't control or remote control the ships because I'll hop into here, go to K, and then I'll go down to remote control. It grays out the control button. But, ooh, you're not supposed to do that. How the heck are you doing that? I turned the large ship. Yeah, good. Control station. You're not supposed to control the thrusters. How? You're not even supposed to. Oh. I guess that could be why. Oops, shit. Okay. So that was something I thought if I turned the thrusters off, that also turns off the whole control altogether. But okay, well let's fly this guy around.